Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? And look, this is not the type of video I usually make, but I find this interesting. So I did want to bring it to people's attention and kind of just see what y'all think, if y'all agree, if y'all disagree, or if y'all think this is nothing. So I know Ed Boon is the type of guy to go on Twitter and say all kinds of things, comment on all kinds of things. That's just his character, right? Whether he's trolling, whether he's just being funny, or he's just talking about what's going on in the world, right? So, just minding my own business on Twitter, I see Ed Boon tweet, I loved Zack Snyder's Justice League and have a suggestion for the sequel name, Zack Snyder's Injustice. Now, I looked at this and said, that's kind of funny. And I just kept going about my day, right? I didn't think twice about it because, that's an easy point of reference to make, right? That's an easy joke, it's an easy layup. Not thinking too much about it. It is what it is. It's cool, Then I saw it pop back up again, and I was like, oh, somebody must have replied to it. Somebody that I follow. So I looked under it, and I saw Mr. Aquaman. And I'm sure if you follow me, you're aware of who Mr. Aquaman is. Shout out to him. He posted a picture of Ares from Injustice 1. Hey, that's just Ares' character. I think it's his outro or something. I don't know. Just a picture of Ares. That's all he posted, right? And then underneath it, Ed Boon commented again and just said, shh, and then put, spoilers and a winky face. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. Because after this, Ed Boon hasn't really said anything. People have just been looking at it, blah, 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 blah. And naturally, there was some obligatory wins Injustice 3 comments underneath this post, underneath this Twitter post, right? Because Ed Boon is speaking about, on Twitter, saying the word injustice. So people are like, yo, Injustice 3, Injustice 3. And Mr. Aquaman just posts a picture of Ares, and he just says, spoilers and a winky face. Now, this doesn't confirm anything. I don't know if this is a tease. It could be, it could not be. But the reason I feel like even talking about this and making a video about this is because I don't know if I've said this out loud, but something I've thought was if they weren't going to tease or announce anything this month, last week or this week or even next week, if they aren't going to tease or announce anything, then MK11 is probably done. Because even if you look back, right? If you look back to Ultimate Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate with Combat Pack 2 released on November 17th. They started teasing it on Twitter September 18th is when Ed Boon first started teasing it, right? Now, everything isn't teased 2 months in advance like that, but this is just the most recent example, etc. And things are usually not they're usually a few months out from when you first start hearing rumblings of them, right? And then remember, it was officially announced on October 8th. It released November 17th. So, I mean, if we're going to get new content for this game, for Mortal Kombat 11, it's been 4 months since we've gotten anything. I think the teasing, the announcing, the stirring up, hype for something would have started already or will be starting now, yesterday or next week. And if it doesn't, it's probably because they moved on to the next project. And again, like I said, there have been a lot of voice actors and people who work for NetherRealm posting that they're working again, right? But the thing about NetherRealm is they do recycle a lot of their talent. So Phil Lamar, who voices Kotal Khan in this game, also voices Aquaman and Jon Stewart in Injustice, right? You know what I mean? Kerry Walgren voices Starfire, I believe. So some of these actors and actresses they don't just work on Mortal Kombat, they work on Injustice too. That's just 2 examples. So all the actors and voice actresses who have posted that they're in the studio, who work on this game, could be working on an Injustice sequel. Just a thought, just something to think about. You know what I mean? Again, I normally wouldn't make a video saying, hey, look, Ed Boon did a tweet. But it's not really just about that. It's about that he tweeted that. He could have not tweeted anything, right? Or he could have not tweeted about Injustice. Or he could have not replied to somebody posting an Injustice 1 character. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. He's stirring the pot. That's all I want to say. Ed Boon is stirring the pot for a reason. They might not be doing Injustice 3 next. They could be doing, MK versus DC 2. They could be doing DC versus Marvel. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I think it's interesting, and I think you should keep your eyes peeled for the next few weeks, because by this time in April, I think we have to know something. If we get to May and we don't know anything, then I don't know what the hell is going on with the world. The NetherRealm is on a different type of clock, and it's kind of then they're probably not dropping this entire year. But I do think they plan on dropping a game this year, late this year, because remember, Mortal Kombat 11 got announced in December, released in April. It's like 4 months after it got announced, it got released, right? So theoretically, they could announce a game in May fully and drop it in June, or drop it in not June, drop it in December or something. You know what I mean? They could do that. But yeah, I think that was a little bit rushed with MK11. I think they should have spread it out a little bit more. Let people see it earlier. That way, if we had complaints, which we do, they could have been addressed early on. But anyway, what do y'all think, man? Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Do y'all think this is nothing? I just think it's interesting to look at, man. It's interesting to think about because Ed Boon hasn't really said, nobody in NetherRealm has really mentioned Injustice. Really? The only time we heard anything about Injustice is when Joker came out and Joker mentioned Injustice in one of like his intros, and people were like, oh, is this a tease for Injustice? Is this a tease? And they were like, it's not a tease, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So again, it's just really interesting. So we'll see what's coming next. We'll see what's coming soon. But undoubtedly something's on the way. Something is being worked on. So something is coming. Probably this year, later on this year. If not, then early next year, which would be crazy. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm outie. Peace.